see this hero do well, but
How can you carry
it's a tough hero to do well on.
in the face
It really is.
Yeah, especially versus Void Spirit. I don't know, Void Spirit just seems to be too good versus a lot of these mixed damage heroes versus it. A lot of tips coming out, Entity. Let's see if they can at least do what they did last game in the early game. They have they have strong lanes again, right? They have very good kill threat all over the place. Katomi, we're probably going to see him be very active with this bounty hunter. Could just break the lanes and get them to an advantage where they can snowball. But let's see if they can actually execute. And let's see afterwards. Lanes, we can talk about lanes all we want. First 10 minutes. We'll see what Entity does afterwards, because last game they blundered after the 10-minute mark.
I mean, would you consider them having a better hero this time to kind of get in and start the fight so that Storm is not the one that gets caught in the front, or is it still kind of awkward to set up with their heroes in a team fight?
A little awkward, for sure.
Okay.
Have to have the Veno just be like kind of that suicide a little bit so that the Disruptor can get the glimpses and everything like that. Rune. Going for Ace, but Katomi has just fed himself forward.
That's first blood.
Oh! Quinn tried to get it, but Ace actually gets the last hit.
He'll say thank you very much. Easy first blood for Ace. That's why he was smiling. He knew he was going to steal that first blood from Quinn.
Quinn really wants that.
Yep.
Oh, well, what can you do? And Quinn actually ends up winning the block because of it as well, too, in the mid lane.
Because what, last time round, Storm, he had a good lane, right?
Yeah.
Can have a good lane in the matchup.
Yep, Quinn also did have a good lane too, though, so. But we did see those rotations coming in. I think the Beastmaster hit 6 first, and they got that kill early on, so see if that does happen again. And let's see how all these lane setups end up happening this time around, especially for Duracho. I'm going to be watching how he does up top, since he did struggle in the laning phase last time around.
Yeah, I imagine what should be an easier time from this time around. I mean, as the morph against these two, it's kind of hard to burst the morph when they're low, right, and catch them by surprise.
Yeah, it should be a little bit better for Duracho. He just did miss 2 last hits, though.
I mean, hey, that's the way he started off last game, and then he won it.
That is
part of
true.
the winning formula.
That is very true. Bottom Ace has dropped low on mana. The glimpse, can he get in range? Fishman gets blocked by the creep. Oh, he can't.
He loves to settle for Tofu instead. Actually throws out the blood grenade as well, but they're not going to be able to chase that, so Tofu and Ace will stay safe.
Oh, that was so close. About 100 distance away from getting the catch on Ace, and they would have had him.
Ace is still going to be a little...
Yeah, slow start.
Be careful. I mean, 5 seconds until Glimpse is back up, and he's still very low on mana, Ace.
Fishman's got Glimpse again.
Yep.
Full HP on both these heroes. I'm mostly just staring down here. Quinn is having a better time in mid this time, though. 11-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's warmed up after that game 1 on his Void Spirit. He was on fire by the end of it.
Yeah, and this time around, Duracho on top also, it's like he's a Morphling, so it's a little bit easier from to CS, but he also has the backup of Celery on it and dying. One of the best kind of 5s for you to secure everything. Pull down bottom. Trying to punish Tofu. Ooh, don't connect with the dead shot. Tofu, though, could still be in some trouble. There's going to be a glimpse soon.
He's just stepping over to help out. And yeah, Watson doesn't want to spend any more time away from the creeps chasing Tofu.
Okay. Ace just hitting back. Fishman low HP now. Will get the bounty room for himself, but Watson low HP, very low on regen. Would look to punish this Medusa when the Disruptor has to reset. Just kidding. He brought himself another salve. Hero staying low. Duracho dropping incredibly low too.
Now, what do you think it is in terms of the plan for NT with the bounty pick? Like, what is this going to enable for them this game?
Similar things of just early rotations as bottom. Tofu. They feed him.
He'll get the blood grenade out.
He'll get the kill with that, I think.
He's going to try for the deny, and he gets it. Nicely done there by Fishman.
Okay. But yeah, I think it was just a different way of making early aggressive moves. Katomi probably just feeling like this one's a bit of a stronger hero overall in the game. And maybe just really wanting to play fully around the vision game, because this is even more so than the last time than they had. Quinn, hit the Remnant. We'll secure him the rune. Should have enough shield.
Yeah, he's fine. Still got wand and a few bottle charges. They can't chase him down.
Stormer might be gone on himself here.
TPs have to come in. Yeah, Tofu starts to poke at Stormer. A Fishman come in to make sure that Stormer's going to be fine.
Nice try, Tofu. He tried to lift and throw Stormer away to prevent the bottle refill. But he was able to get it there. Good TP from Fishman. Yeah, Duracho having much better time than last time. 21-8 versus the 18-1 Aveno and 16-4 only on the Muerta. So Watson is getting slowed down a little bit down here.
Not really a lane up top where Katomi and Toby can go for aggressive plays as much as they did with the setup last game.
No. The fact that there's this Undying instead of something like Rubik, right? It's like the Undying just, secures the lane much better, and if they do overcommit, they're going to get turned and killed. He's keeping them very low HP. Katomi at 600. Levels, yeah, so Quinn actually going to hit the 6, it looks like. Pretty much at the same exact, if not ahead before Stormer, so he should be more than fine around this 6-minute power move rotation that we're going to have happen soon. As we've seen, Gaming Gladiators tends to pretty much every time send both supports to it. Entity, let's see if they do the same. Top Racho is getting low.
Gonna go for him. Still got strength to shift into.
He's got to wait for him.
Okay.
But getting pushed off the creeps. Power Rune. I think this is one of the few times I'm not... I don't think I'm seeing the supports actually move for it, so... Stormer has been doing some stacks with his boars. Quinn, he's gonna scout it out. Clear out the boars.
That's gonna get quite a few out of that move.
Yeah, pretty decent amount. Boars are worth a lot. Always worth killing them when you see like a double boar like that. It's pretty much like, it's almost like a hero kill. Experience it gives is insane. Regen Rune was saved for Stormer off of all of that at the least there. For Entity.
Top Katomi. Really trying to get in under the tower. I mean, Duracho is low.
I mean, they're having to use so much regen up here to keep Duracho relatively healthy.
And they're going to try and get in onto the two of them again. Celery will drop the tombstone. Stop them from diving any further.
Both sitting at 10% HP or something. Wisdom runes. Time to get claimed. Hopefully he'll be able to get his. Stormer farming some stacks. Much calmer game, 1-1.
So they'll just go for the reset.
Yep, too low. Probably has to bring some regen. Does put the value point in the soul rip. Sometimes you don't see that, but when you're playing Risk Morph, it makes sense. Bottom, quick kill.
Able to pop that ult as soon as they hit the 6 and punish Ace whilst left alone. Entity once again getting a bit of a lead on the kills. Yeah. I mean, but it's been a good lane for Watson. He's getting good farm down it.
Yeah, he's just sitting on 21 charges constantly. And Fishman, he's waiting for the glimpse. Is he gonna get it again, Ace? You don't respect the Fishman.
It's happened again. Happened last game. Happened this game. Back to base for Ace.
Nice play. Double stack. Tofu will get them ready. As Fishman has done an excellent job here of securing the lane now for Watson. On the flip side, Duracho having a similar. Watson, of course, just a bit ahead just because he got that kill just now from Ace. Let's see what the aggression comes into. Mid. The dive is
ready to dive. Not a chance for Katomi.
Deleted. Void Spirit damage. Ridiculous. And now tower. In some trouble. Can they actually make... Who do they bring over to help? I think this tower might just go down.
I think they have to let it. They don't want to bring Watson into the action quite yet. And, you know, Toby is a Vano. He's sort of found his place up in that top lane. He doesn't want to be moving around yet.
And honestly, Owen, this is the time when they won by 1 consecutively fed last time around the mid tower.
That's true. So everyone's like, nobody.
I think they're like, no.
mid.
Yeah. Like Stormstormer's
Don't
probably
go
like,
there.
I might throw axes at mid, and his team is probably like, no, let it die.
That's
An
true.
early tower. That's a big tower kill here. To 9 minutes in, they're going to be able to invade versus these like triangle stacks and stuff like that very early on versus Beastmaster, which is pretty important. So giving that up, it's a choice that they made, but it's going to have its impact. We will open up the map for Quinn to make rotations around. Smoked at the moment, looking. Find Stormstormer. Let's get the movement speed to run.
Bottom lane Ace now does have the 6, so could have ways to protect himself if Entity attempt to go for him. And they're coming in with a rotation game in Gladiators with Quinn.
It got seen. The Hawk scouted Quinn.
My path leads to riches.
Instantly, the ward will get taken away. So, I mean, it gets spotted. Quinn, he's immediately going to back up toward mid. Power Rune also coming up in 5. And yeah, the Hawk had passed over them just as they were making the rotation here on the bottom rune. Power Rune, spawn stop, shield rune. Nice one for Stormstormer.
Racho attempting with the ult there to try and take out Toby. Yeah, Toby a bit too tanky here with the double braces. Full wand as well.
Still important for him to get the 6 on Duracho to be able to actually play the lane a little bit easier. He can actually go for kill threat now onto this Venomancer by himself. He's gaming. Finding quite a bit here now, Celery. Get glimpse, doesn't get the tombstone down. Ace, no boots, super slow.
He's still fine, Fishman. Ah, he's out.
He's gone. Nice TP. A lot of aggression that gaming is trying to dictate here in these next few moments. And oh, it actually was Quinn who ended up getting that shield rune, by the way, up top. So he's actually able to sneak it away. So he could go for some dive plays pretty early on here with this.
Could maybe try for Kato. He doesn't have detection upon himself.
No.
Kato, he does hit the 6 now.
Quiet game, 2-2. Both sides just farming it up, getting their item timings, not wanting to make any of these early game mistakes, especially I would imagine on the side of Entity. So now we'll have to see what's going to go down with the Muerta versus Morphling kind of matchup and how it's going to end up kind of kicking off versus each other and see if this, how Muerta's going to do. A lot of different ways for her to get burst in this game, especially versus something like the Void Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Used to be a good room for Duracho top.
Excellent room for Duracho,
It
really.
still has to do a bit of a catch-up, you know. But he'll be able to. In the mid, though, we'll drop Static Storm to go for the Rubik kill.
Worth it at this point. Game is so
It's a slow game.
Yeah, it's so ecstatic. Nothing's really going on, so get yourself a track kill going. It's a good kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Both supports we're seeing level 6 relatively early on the side of Entity this time around. Able to punish Tofu, who's only 5.
Quinn really wants to go for action. I mean, he has the Arcane Rune. I guess he can just clear out these stacks.
Yeah. Stack done.
It's currently tracked as well, so he won't be able to get the jump on anyone.
Still farming super well in this Void Spirit. He's keeping up with this the farm of a Beastmaster, which is pretty impressive. A lot of times these beasts can just pull away because of the stack farm and stuff. But he's higher level though, of course, on Stormstormer. He's actually got like a full 2-level advantage. So item timings are going to be hit for Entity this time around. And let's see what they're going to be able to make happen with all of it together. Toby, this time around, not going for Pipe. He's going for Vessel. Great game versus the Morphling. Pre-Manta. Gaming, looking to hit now, though. Power Rune, Arcane Rune, and they have Tofu level 6. So they want to try to get a big kill here. Katomi also setting up on Ace, but this could actually catch Entity off guard with the rotation. Track comes out. They're hunting for the Muerta. They see Watson. He's in.
Got them up with a Remnant. He's going to go for the TP out.
He's gone.
No, that'll make it.
Bottom tower.
There's the ultimate forced out from him, though.
Rare miss from Quinn. It was an arcane rune though, so those double astrals, they'll come back a little bit faster. See how Entity's going to try to punish. Aghanim's, it's done for Stormstormer. He's very farmed, very high level, level 12. Level 2 roars at the ready.
Yeah, let's see if we see that potential, you know, that obviously that strength that they believe that the Mid-Beast Master has. You know, they've been picking it every time. He's, you know, you've got to imagine, if he's having these sort of starts to the game, where he gets this farm this quickly, surely they should be able to get something going with it if they believe in it this much.
They just got to keep him alive. Don't let him get burst. And they do have a lot of burst damage on Gaming Gladiators. So that's why, like, last game I was like, I didn't really want to see him playing frontline so much. I really want to see Toby still just soaking spells so that Stormstormer can do his thing and get those stacks built up so he can start healing himself and have that impact with the Aghanims that we've seen from time to time. Wisdom Rune, we saw Katomi steal the side of Gaming Gladiators, so always get some good experience for him and deny away. Similar moves from both sides. Watson will find his Wisdom Rune too, so they got the 2 here. Glimpse sends Ace away, but he's just got the Twin Gate, so he's going to be able to make his way right back toward top. Keep these towers alive for Duraccio. Hey, Ace is farming a lot. That's the one thing, is the 3 cores from gaming, they're just chilling. Veno's starting to fall a little behind.
When not a lot's happening, you got to feel that the team with the offlane Deuce is feeling much happier than the team with the offlane Veno.
They have multi-scaling. It's like Muerta, it's I mean, we talk about it like that a lot, right? So it's like a 4 protect 1. Gaming's, it's 3 scaling heroes, although the Medusa, I guess we can say it's not as scaling because it does go for these type of items. So 2.5 we'll go for it. And I'll say like a 1.5 for Entity. So gaming, I mean, yeah, they're okay with just chilling back and farming, it feels like.
I mean, honestly, in a game as slow as this, Ace could have maybe even gotten away with going for carry items himself.
I think he could have actually.
He could have just gone and been a literal second carry.
I mean, he just wants to be active, though, right? Like, if a fight does happen, he wants to be there. So, boots of travel after the phylactery, you know, it makes sense. It's the offlane build. And then you end up playing differently, right? If you go the other route, you start playing as the carry, and then it's like, wait a minute, guys. Like, now we're having the situation that maybe TSM ran into.
Yeah,
right?
but
yeah, whatever.
You already cut it. Like, what's the CS looking like? He's up there, right?
Yeah, it's pretty high, yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess it's not. Well, yeah, 116 is still pretty high.
Pretty high.
Stormstormer's the one at the top, though, yeah. Stormstormer's a lot out of the map.
Oh, they're stalking him. It's a big kill if they get it to. He's 14. Can they finish him, though? It's just 2 heroes. I don't think they can.
No,
Celery's looking dead.
Yeah.
So Beastmaster is huge. Oh, 14. Need 3 heroes to kill him now, it feels like. The good old drums of Slav.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can't tell him he's trying to tease around with Ace. But
Just keeping tabs.
I mean, Ace is going to go for the Manta.
Okay, I guess he is going to start. Yeah.
I think he is a bit like, well, you know what, I'm going to be a carry as well.
Yeah, I thought he would just go down the Ags route, but no. Yeah, Manta. I mean, Manta's so good. The illusions on Medusa are pretty silly. They're going to just start Roche. I mean, nothing's happening.
Nothing's
happening.
Yeah,
they have Flesh Golem. They're going to be able to bring it down pretty much uncontested and with no one even taking any damage.
I think you got to...
Did he smoking? I don't know if they make it, though. Doesn't look like they will.
They definitely don't. This is going down far too quick here. I mean, they're trying to do something, Entity. And I do feel they need to. I don't know if you can rely on this Muerta to carry.
I don't know. This is going to be... I mean, we'll see how it all kicks off, but I feel like gaming's very comfortable and very happy with this stuff going on. I mean, sure, maybe I have the wrong read, though. Obviously,
Pierce the Veil, as you said in the draft, very good against the Morphling when he's shifting.
They get the roar. He didn't shift.
And the Static Storms there afterwards, very well executed.
Alrighty.
And they'll get the grab onto Tofu as well. There we go, Entity. They strike hard and they catch Gaming Gladiators by surprise. They catch Duraccio by surprise.
Does not get the shift off. Blink Roar from Stormstormer. I thought he'd have time. I mean, you see the animation, but
Honestly,
did not have.
I mean, to be fair to the game, it's been, what, 3-2 for the first 17 minutes. He forgot that heroes could even die in this game, you know?
I think you might be right.
He was probably in full sort of zen mode, like, all right, I guess we're all just hitting creeps, and then bam! Suddenly this Beastmaster appears out of nowhere and shouts at him.
I do want to see Entity make these moves every time they have cooldowns, though.
Yeah,
I do
sure,
feel like they are strong enough to take fights straight up. It's just if the game continues being passive, that's where I feel like gaming's going to just thrive. So, yeah, every time ult is up, either on Beastmaster or on Disruptor, I want to see them look to fight. In a good position.
I mean, definitely going to be, I think, a bit of a knock-on effect of that last game, right? They're just being super safe this time, Entity.
Yeah, it does feel like it.
Being very, very careful with the moves that they do choose to make. Because obviously last game, they made a few bad decisions around that exit of the early game.
Whiffs the Remnant again.
Still hasn't it.
Your fate line was unfortunate.
Ult's almost back up, though. Entity's lanes... they need to address them a little bit, but yeah, after I think they get their lanes out, I think it would be smoke time. The Muerto's pretty strong. Watson is not getting ganked. He's 4-0-1. He's having a pretty clean game. So yeah, look for plays. I don't think you should just let gaming sit back and farm with this lineup. Everything comes back up. Bounty's back up too. See what they look to do. Do they have a smoke on Fishman? They do. Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
Tormentor's actually up, so maybe they might look for that first. But either way, I still want to see them like maybe try to make something as Quinn. He'll actually find Fishman first, so it gets the pick off. And now they're actually gonna have to wait a bit of time before they can look for a rotation. Katomi looks like he was prioritizing, maybe calling to perhaps go for like a Wisdom Rune steal, because he was immediately porting to the Twin Gate bottom and running toward the far right Wisdom. So prioritizing that, which means gaming just gets more time to sit back and farm while these ults are not used from Entity.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, gaming Gladiators, they'll just look to push objectives around the Sages.
Dire are scanning.
At the top tier 1. Maybe go for more.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Celery might just be able to waltz in and take the Wisdom Room himself too. So Katomi, I mean, he spent like over a minute and a half going for the steal, and Celery just makes it naturally a fluid move to just take that one away from the side of Entity himself. 7-4, 2K lead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What other itemization are we seeing here too? Oh yeah, like I said, Watson, he's still continuing. The thing that I'm looking at is just like Watson and Stormstormer's levels are just insane. Stormstormer's 17, Watson's 16. If you look at the others on the side of gaming, it's like 13 and 12.
I mean, they've been farming so much.
They are farming an
solo.
insane amount. Oh, a stack too.
Radiant's
Baraccio,
middle tower
their
is
sentries.
under attack.
Gets the shift off. And now, Stormer gets caught.
They're going to catch him, Quinn. He's in with the Remnant. The Static Storm will get laid down by Fishman. Stormer able to back off and try and run with his movement speed boost off the Roar. The Fade Bolt catches him. Duracho, not quite enough for the Adaptive Strike.
Blink.
Stormstormer still alive. Blink's going to be up. He might just make it out of it, Stormstormer.
Quinn is stalking him. He's going to see the small creeps chasing. He's got a step.
Can he close this gap? He might have to go for the Remnant blind. Not going to get him with the Remnant.
Another blink. No TP though.
He's into the trees. Yeah, there's nowhere else for him to run. They get him at the end of it all. And a big kill, especially as you're talking about how much levels that this Beastmaster did have.
Oh yeah.
And those you call beasts.
Trying to set up for the gank onto Duracio, but they put themselves in a really dangerous position around the triangle with all the towers up. Gaming can literally just fully surround them there.
That was it. That was a deep move.
Yep. And the small gold lead that Entity has trickles down back into Gaming Gladiators as the game goes passive.
I mean, all three of the Gladiators' cores really hard to jump now with them having these triple Manta lineup. You don't see that a lot.
No.
Maybe a couple, but obviously on the offlane Deucer as well. 3 Mantas this game.
I feel like if Entity doesn't like get these type of plays where they start to get the group up going with more than just like 2-3 heroes, gaming's just farming. Like it feels like they're gonna outscale. I mean, maybe like you said, maybe Watson is gonna just super impress with this kind of craziness from the Muerta and just pop off versus everyone. But Let's see, it continues just going like back and forth. It's still very close, but it's going to be up to execution and how much they can punish. Great vision from Entity right now, though. They got a ton of wards down these last few moments, so maybe with these, they can look to make a move and try to shut down these greedy heroes from gaming. Gonna outscale. I mean, maybe, like you said, maybe Watson is gonna just super impress with this kind of craziness from the Muerta and just pop off versus everyone, but let's see, it continues just going like back and forth. It's still very close, but it's gonna be up to execution and how much they can punish. Great vision from Entity right now, though. They got a ton of wards down these last few moments, so maybe with these, they can look to make a move and try to shut down these greedy heroes from gaming.
Stormstormer back to the farming.
Yep.
With level 18.
It's gonna be, guess it's just gonna be very farm heavy.
And Watson nearly hitting his 18 as well.
He has yet to die, right?
Yeah, has managed to avoid it all. He's going to go for the BKB next.
And he's been blessed, of course, too. He did get the grow bow.
They're trying to hunt Quinn.
I mean, Tommy's doing a good job of stalking him. They needed one more. If they get the Disruptor up here, they should have kill threat.
Oh, yeah, he's not sticking around, Quinn.
No.
No, he's not to overstairs. Welcome after clearing the camp.
Yeah, I think just with the two of them, they'll be missing just a little bit of control for him, maybe a little bit of damage. Close game, 7-5. Narachio waiting for his timing. Aghanim's pretty close to being done. He's hit 15, so he's got the Morph talent too.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that out of the two of them, Ace is actually going to be the one to have the Mantarags first.
I mean, Ace is going to be the most farmed out of all of them, it
yeah,
seems like.
Standard Ace, yeah. He's like, oh, that's nice. My carry morph's trying to get his Mantarags online. I've already got mine.
Stormer has the BKB. We'll be able to get it off. Fishman.
Jump back in. Fishman drops the Static Storm. It's only going to catch Ace, but Ace doesn't care at all. They have to back away. Meanwhile, over in the mid, the dive's there. Watson able to finish off Celery. So a kill to be found by Entity. The rest of Entity, they're on the retreat top.
Dire's middle tower.
Gaming can't get a grab onto anybody there. Now Ace is TPing out. Tommy gonna go scout something, get some more information. Just get some tracks thrown. Looking to try to start the fight.
They're just gonna turn and take him down. Katsumi's gone. Tofu. They fall in response. They'll look for the deny, but they won't get it. Toby finishes off the kill. Tofu to fall.
Quinn.
Raw is up for Stormstormer.
They
and
got
he
him.
found it. Raw onto Quinn, Dissimulate and Astral Step all on
Big
cooldown.
kill.
They've got the fear as well. They find the big one. Void Spirit gone.
I mean, Watson definitely making magic happen. Finds the pickoff before the fight starts somehow in the mid lane onto Celery. And then they force the action and persist forward. All right. I mean, Watson, yeah, he's definitely doing it. Him and Stormstormer, the farm is paying off. Very interesting game. Cool read coming out from the side of Entity. Very comfortable. I mean, they're very, very comfortable with their draft, as we saw, like pretty much copying the same thing that they did almost last time in a lot of different forms. So sticking with their guns, and they're, I mean, if we're seeing it working right now, so.
I think it gets tough now because this was before kind of this big item pickups were done on Gladiators. You know, you've now got Ace. He's got his Ags complete. Durachio's got his Ags complete.
Yeah.
And Quinn's got the full BKB. So you're not necessarily going to be able to get those catches as easy as you did before.
No. And now I think it's gaming's time for them to look for head-on team fights themselves, 5v5s, after getting these type of items picked up. Disruptor. Okay. He gets the shard. Probably not the most useful one this game, unfortunately, but what can you do? And yeah, gaming with that triple item timing, they're looking to get a hit off here. I believe Blink on Tofu picked up not too long ago also. Celery's had mech for a bit. See who they find. Stormstormer. Be careful where you show. Such a close game. Roche, it's back up. It's back on the menu for gaming. They're probably just going to get away with this one as well. Dies so fast with the... Actually, level 1 Flesh Golem, but either way, it's enough. Don't think that they'll be able to contest this one in time, so gaming gets this one for free. We're really gonna have to see how all these fights do kick down. Who gets onto these squishier backlines, who gets the jumps initiations. And how much is Stormstormer going to be able to do? Because at this point now he is now he can kind of start fights because he's so tanky. With the BKB and everything, as long as he doesn't get chain stunned, should be able to get a decent amount of healing off from the Drums of Islam. But yeah, as you said, this triple item timing for gaming. Now having Aegis as well as a cheese too. It could be enough to overpower and go through what Entity's gotten so far. Watson does have coverage now. Hadn't died at all this game still, and now has a BKB to protect himself.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And to see it prepared here.
Okay. They've got a fresh Solar Crest also to buff up that Watson. Dyrachyo. They have full vision. The Hawk is scouting everything. Tofu blinks out.
He's going to settle for the roar onto Celery. The Celery will fall, but the Stone Gaze is out. I get the Glimmer off onto Stormstormer. It's going to allow him to step back to safety. Gaming Gladiators, they'll just surround and kill off Katsumi instead. Now the chase will go on.
Watson. Snake. Bounced.
To catch him. He's going to get himself forced away here with the Hurricane Pike.
And Fishman get out.
Escape. Dyrachyo is going in for this one to try and finish it. Fishman is still alive though, and Dyrachyo, that's the Aegis gone. Watson, popping the ultimate. Gaming Gladiators, they'll kite it out for now.
Silence.
Looks towards Dyrachyo, they catch him with the Silence. Quinn, he's in with the BKB. In on top of Watson.
Cheese.
Put the cheese back up to full HP. He's going to look to try and chase Watson down. The Glimmer capes off onto Watson again. Watson's able to back away.
These Glimmers, they're doing way too much work.
Top tower is under attack.
Gaming don't get the kills they want. They can't even get the Disruptor. They almost got both him and the Muerta, but expanding their cheese, expanding their Aegis, only getting a bounty. That is not what Gaming wanted whatsoever. Literally 2 or 3 times, yeah, we saw the Glimmer just reset and get them out of there.
Really, yeah, at the start as well, they with some detection, they might have even been able to kill a Stormstormer.
Yeah.
After he goes in for that roar. They brought him down pretty low to about 25% HP, but then the Glimmer comes out upon him and he gets bailed out.
Yeah, and that's Aegis and cheese. And that's the reveal from Gaming with like 3 different items that they just picked up and only getting the bounty. Very close game. And good on Stormstormer to cover himself too. That was very close to him getting Roar stolen. He got the Roar axes off immediately. If he got Roar stolen, he gets killed immediately. And look at that. Both teams instantly buying a gem at the actual exact same time. Now that is cool.
Who's carrying it for each? Who are you putting on?
I mean, Disruptor's the one who bought it, but I don't know if he's going to be the one who can carry it.
No.
You might have to force one of your cores. Tofu, I think you might pass that one to Quinn, maybe. Maybe Tofu carries it himself, but it could be a little risky for him. Because Quinn, it's like, tough to keep up with your cores that are just always so far in the front line. And yeah, he'll pass it off to Quinn. Okay. Quinn has a DD at the ready for the next fight. Entity looking for the catch before it, though. They have this ward, so they're trying to sneak to find something. Can't quite. Level 20's now been hit, too. Muerta. A pretty big timing has been hit. It's essentially 2 more levels of Gunslinger added in. Ooh. A shard that I think most people underwhelm. Most people think is pretty underwhelming, but has potential in every game. I think whenever you're playing versus something like Beastmaster
Radiant's top tower is under
or any
attack.
type of single target hard lockdown, this Tombstone can actually be kind of cool. I don't know if we'll have to see it come into play, but maybe we'll see him save someone with a Tombstone and throw them in there. You can dodge Glimpse too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine Glimpse doesn't pull you out, yeah.
That's, it's cool. Yeah, you get glimpsed yourself, you Tombstone and jump inside of it and then pop back out. Easy.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely potential for big saves.
Yeah.
Big saves this
Potential
game.
for some cool stuff. So very, very even game. XP has been completely leading toward the side of Entity. Pretty much since like the start of this game with the way that they've split that farm up for Stormstormer and for the Muerta. And yeah, Stormstormer. Big boy. 3100 HP, 29 armor. Not an easy target to focus. Okay, yeah, Stormstormer will be the one to carry the gem on this side, and as we said before, it was Quinn who's carrying the one on the side of Gaming. Gaming soon having 2 more big pickups too. Lincoln's about to be finished for Quinn. A BKB for Dyrachyo and level 18. For Entity, we saw the AC and the Shadow Blade picked up Stormstormer and Watson,
Are
respectively.
scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Time to hunt here once again for Entity. Hard for them to get a catch though, even if Ace is pretty hard to take down now.
He's tanky.
He's pretty big. He's nearly got this full Scardy. Yeah, basically another carry here for Gaming Gladiators. This
I
build.
mean, he's essentially got almost like 12,000, 10,000 plus HP, right? With the way that this all works. So he's going to be tough to bring down, and he has the 20 talent for the Stone Gaze duration. So he's going to be able to buy a lot of time for himself if they do go. They're getting a lot of farm on the 3 cores again. It's just the 2 cores farming on Entity, but we're seeing it's actually working out for them, even though they're playing versus a tri-core. Still don't think Gaming's in a rush, though. I think Gaming's still comfortable
I think
whenever they're
Gaming's
in.
chill, yeah.
Every time it chills out and slows down like this, I think they're like, guys, we're outscaling.
I mean,
It's gonna be up to
they have a
execution.
carry Medusa and they've got to carry Morphling.
Yep.
We've got
Ace is getting
two
so
carries.
big.
I mean, he is.
He really
they
is.
literally have two of the hardest carries right now in this patch.
Well, Void Spirit is too. It's 3.
I mean, let's let's
It
not let's not forget.
Can't forget
Quinn.
him.
I mean, Quinn had
He
his
hits
game.
hard.
Quinn had his game last game. You know,
Okay,
if they
fine.
win this one, this is going to be Ace's game.
Fine. But look who's got more right click. Look, Quinn's right click damage. He has the highest.
That's true. It's true.
He actually has higher than
And
the
now he's got
Morphling.
the Lincolns. He's hard to kill.
So he's got the protection. Yeah, he's got the clear protection.
I mean, all three cores are pretty difficult to kill. It's not easy for him.
Tommy, spotted.
To jump on him this time, the Invis won't save him. They've got sentries placed, and Fishman is also going
Another
to get
one.
taken out. Won't manage to TP in time.
Radiant's middle tower
Gaming's
is
starting to
under
feel
attack.
strong enough to just push and push and push forward.
I mean, they've got 3 pretty unkillable carries.
Yes, they do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they definitely have ways of being able to just burst heroes in one single form of control.
I mean, as for sort of
Radiant's middle
Entity, you know, their kind of big burst is kind of Moeta. You know, Watson focuses someone down with the Pierce the Veil. And whilst that, of course, is still going to do a lot of work against heroes like the Morphling, against Quinn as well. I don't know if he's going to have the firepower to take down 2 of them, let alone 3 of them.
No. Yeah, the concerns that I had from, like, what, 20 minutes ago or something with the tri-scaling and how much emphasis Entity has to have on really taking these big fights before it gets to, like, these type of points. I'm starting to feel it come to fruition. Like, they're starting to get kind of trapped inside their base, too. But maybe, like you said, Watson, maybe he can just be that big magic maker. Does have Silver Edge, does hit hard.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I just don't know if it's going to be enough.
I just don't know if it's going to be enough either. Especially when you start losing, like the fact that they just lose so much map control constantly, they start getting trapped. It feels like Gaming's just going to get the next Roche, which is now up. And they're going to just keep getting power runes too. So Quinny's going to have like a shield rune, a DD rune, an arcane rune for the fight that comes out as well. They do have an Obs ward that's placed in a pretty cheeky spot right now, seeing Ace. And they are set up in the area, so might be able to contest the Roche. Yeah, they're sending the Hawk over, so it's going to scout it. Quinn has a shield rune. This Hawk is seeing quite a bit, though. Full refresher on the Beastmaster, too. So no buyback. Hey, this Hawk is seeing it a lot. It's seeing the 2 supports completely here. Quinn now going to scout it. It's going to get killed.
Entity. Can they
Getting
get
the big
jump?
wraparound.
Stormstormer. Who's he going to go for? He's going to try for it,
Lincolns.
but Quinn, the Lincolns is there. Blocks the initiation. It wasn't the Raw, though, so Stormstormer still has that ready to throw down onto
It was a refresher.
Ace. But, yeah, but I mean, and the second one, Ace doesn't care about it at all. They don't have the follow
Watson.
damage to kill him. Watson's trying to do what he can here with the BKB. Pops the ultimate. Now looking towards Ace. It's a decent amount of damage. Ace starting to fall low on the mana. But they've lost the 2 supports of Gaming Gladiators. Maybe they can finish off Ace. Ace getting low. Duracho looks towards
got Watson.
Watson. They've killed off Watson. Ace does die. Watson, you know, he's gone. And it's now Duracho and Quinn. They're ready with a cleanup. Celery comes in with a buyback. He's able to get back over towards this Roche area. See if Stormer could do much upon his own here against Celery. Celery does indeed go down a second time. Stormer survives through it all.
Stormer kind of being the carry himself instead of the Muerta, it seems like this time around.
I mean, they're buying back
still
again,
alive.
Gladiators.
Ace is buying back.
They want to get this Roshan for themselves.
There's no Muerta for 60.
Stormer
Duracho's got Satanic. He's full healing. They're going to come back with the numbers on gaming.
Storm, I don't know.
Entity.
He can't finish this Roshan on his own. He's trying to get back in the pit.
This isn't possible for Entity without Muerta. They need the damage she provides. Gaming all gathering up. Quinn's in.
Gets the jump, and he gets the grab. Straight in onto Fishman. Fishman's out.
They want more. Duracho chasing.
Here comes the chase. Duracho and Tofu looking for Storm in the trees. Storm's able to get the blink off.
Katomi caught in the low ground.
And they've got the dust. They'll catch him. Telekinesis back into the Remnant. Gladiators, they expend the buybacks coming in there with the two of them, Celery and Ace, to make that overall move happen. Push back Entity. And yeah, get straight back up with the farming. Ace straight down to the bottom lane, looking to get towards that level 25, get his next item online. Not a bad attempt from Entity. But
no,
still
not a bad attempt.
Good enough to shake Gaming Gladiators up as much as they need to whilst they're behind their Entity.
No, they need to get the connection better. The roar blocked first one, Lincoln's from Quinn, and then the second roar, it's on the Dusa, which I think Ace is like, perfect, thank God. I'm the one who eats the roar rather than my Duracho, rather than my Quinn. Static Storm comes up to follow actually as soon as Duracho waveforms in, but at this point now, he has a Satanic. So he just Satanics and stands his ground versus Watson inside of it, as we see here again.
Storm, I mean, definitely, you do feel what they sort of see strong in the Beastmaster, right? A lot of this fight, Storm are just kicking out this damage and they can't kill it. Like, he does do a lot. Just is it going to be enough this game?
It's just like you said, the tankiness of the three cores. Besides how much damage they do on top of everything, it's like they have to commit everything to just kill one of them. Ace goes down, but then there's the Quinn and the Duracho show to just kind of pop off and clean up at the end of it all. 10K lead now for them. And another Roche, of course, as we saw, going into their hands. And who got the refresher shard? They passed it over to Duracho for now. And is that a full butterfly? I believe it is a full butterfly no for Ace as well, too. So could be harder for them to really focus fire him now as well, too, with that finished up.
I mean,
on top of having Aegis and Cheese.
It's unlikely to happen again. They can kill one core and it's not good enough. There's 3 carries they've got to kill.
And he's close to 20. He's close to 25 too, Owen. So he's going to have the modifiers very soon for the Scotty. Did absolutely everybody. Could maybe be the rare game where you take the mana shield just to tank, but I don't think so.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ninja gear for Watson for positioning. Near 25 on him. Push commencing. Quinn with the DD.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Towers are falling. Entity
They're
looking
going
for the long wrap.
Yeah, they're going for the wrap round.
Duracho parking himself on the north side to break it with a ninja gear. Support's playing all the way on the south side.
He's going to go.
Duracho.
They get the jump on Duracho. Duracho is deleted.
He's gone.
That's a great jump from Stormstorm. He's able to get the second roar off over towards the Medusa, but Ace already had the Stone Gaze off. Stormstorm is starting to back away. Quinn pots the BKB, jumps over towards Stormstorm. Stormstorm's going to go for the BKB TP out. He's away.
Okay.
Stormstorm gets back to safety. I mean, a good jump, catching Duracho. But again, the racks are gone. And one of these carries being killed off, it's not enough.
No, they have 3. Quinn.
Backing onto Katsumi, the heals are there though. Katsumi saved for a little longer, but the sentries are down. They see him.
What healed him? Was that a healing Lotus? A greater healing Lotus? He healed for a lot. That had to have been a greater healing Lotus, because that healed him for like 900 health or something. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Any second now. Okay, fight recap is baiting me. Whatever, it was a greater healing Lotus, I'm pretty sure. I don't know anybody else who had any healing like that. There it is, okay. And it was a greater healing Lotus, okay. Cool. You don't see it, but I saw it. It was on my fight recap. Dyrachyo definitely was seeing that he can't pop. Very quickly to the roar.
Yeah, he was
We
gone
saw that
immediately.
Muerta. Yeah, he's dead instantly, but as multiple different cores. Oh, and he did take the damage per shield. Okay, cool. I know that I've never seen anyone take this Deuce of talent because it's always played as like a carry, but now I guess since he's playing like the offlane kind of thing, he's just tankier rather than having the Scotty modifier.
Yeah. I mean, I guess because, yeah, he doesn't have any sort of lifesteal, right? That's normally like the big one you want to benefit with when you get everyone.
Yeah.
Survivability.
Cool.
Well, a lot of money though, Ace.
He does.
A lot of options for the continuation of the build. Can swallow that Aghanims, free up another spot. Also, you know, that slot where the Aegis goes in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Gaming keeping the push going here. I mean, Ace is just telling them to come at me, you know? Quinn
Oh, and he's
gets the
in.
catch.
Very quick jump onto Fishman. Fishman, he's going to live though. They will be
Only
able to
just.
save him.
Tower's dropping.
And here's Ace with the push. Tier 3's gone.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Watson looking for a flank.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
They're breaking the Lincolns with the track and prep. Rax drops and Gaming is satisfied. Gonna back up together. Lincolns keep getting broken and all that, but they got what they came for. The buildings, the objectives are falling, and Entity just has to mostly watch. Can't get the avenue, can't get the angle to approach. Aegis does get reclaimed. Ace, he's got the Hex queued up. An incredible item on these Zeus's. Makes you unbelievably tanky.
Yeah, especially with that 25 talent.
Yeah.
As you say, that extra reduction per mana.
Jeez, what is his actual effective HP now? I think he's over 15,000, right?
I do the maths.
Because what, it's like 4.9 now for Mana Shield, right?
Well, the
With
4.9, that 4.9 number, right, is considering the talent, right?
Yeah, that's considered talent. So he's probably like
Get
20-something thousand. Almost 20,000 effective HP. And then factoring evasion and stuff like all of this, it's even probably higher. And then factoring mana regen, yeah, it's insanely high. Let's just go with that. Cool. A lot of HP, as you said, that they have to go through. Trapped in the base. Only Katomi able to step himself, waltz himself outside to try to look for any type of stuff here. Gaming, the whole map is theirs. How is the buyback looking? Buyback for Ace is back in 30.
Another fire on Quinn.
Okay, those glimmers ain't gonna help you now. Glimmers and Pavises. Double catapult wave mid. Tower a little bit. Tower's gonna get whittled down again, Ace. Sending the illusion in. Crimson Guard, I think that's just purchased from Toby. Gonna slow down the push a little. Stormstormer's in.
Gonna try and go for Ace. That's the first roar, that's the second roar. They've got him down to about half of his mana pool. It's not good enough. Ace is perfectly fine. They cannot finish off this Medusa. They throw everything at him. That Stormstormer out for 90. Does have buyback available, but that's both roars down.
They were ready with the Tombstone as well. Celery was ready to eat him, just in case of anything. Quinn.
Gets the quick grab onto Fishman. They'll take him out as well as Toby. No buyback on Toby. Fishman and Stormstormer, they didn't buy back for this one. Stormstormer only just surviving there. Nearly a dieback on him. Gaming Gladiators, though, they still clean up the full set of racks in the mid. They'll go up to the top on the verge of getting the mega creeps hit.
Ace is invulnerable.
Another death on Fishman. And with two heroes out, without buyback, you can imagine they're going to call it pretty soon here, Fog.
Oh, yeah. They try. They all in completely onto the Dusa, and the Dusa doesn't care at all. Even would have gotten saved from Tombstone if they got even closer. Stormstormer's in.
Immediately silenced, and the Hex immediately onto Watson. They'll put the refresher, but he's going to get lifted up. He's going to get disarmed. He can't do anything at all. Gets completely destroyed by Dyrachyo. As GG is called, Gaming Gladiators take this game too. With that, get themselves both wins here today against Entity.
They picked themselves a greedy draft, and they They got to play the
They
greed.
got to play it,
to
yeah.
be honest.